right now, man. Federal charge for gambling related to sports betting scheme, point shaving prop bets. Damn. It was something, man.
Damn.
Prayers up from Malik Beasley, man.
Damn, boy.
Fuck, bro.
Breaking news.
That's not the breaking news you want to see, man. We talking about contract extension right now, not doing biz, man.
Not doing biz, bro.
Prayers up, man. Get well soon to Malik Beasley, man.
For a lot of boys.
Yeah.
We were just talking about you getting picked up by Detroit Pistons or Miami Heat.
Damn, man.
Now you getting picked up by Miami-Dade County.
Yeah, I'm going to say, now you getting picked up by Miami PD. Fuck.
That's the second domino, cuz. Damon Jones.
No,
he was the first.
They looking good for the gambling niggas, bro.
Malik Beasley.
Damn, man.
Checkmate. They drop
Hey,
a
y'all
life
see, like every football league in the world banned Sorsby. The Canadian Football League said you cannot pull up.
Yeah, it's over.
The NFL canceled the supplemental draft just so he couldn't get drafted. Like, hey, man, they cracked it down to sports gambling because it can't go away.
They got to, bro, because they got to get the shit under control.
Hell yeah, they did Pete Rose like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, P. Rose.
I mean, Pete Rose was
Rose
some
legend,
bullshit.
though. He a hood legend.
But I'm just saying, Pete Rose definitely hood legend.
Definitely a hood legend.
He was the real Jonte Porter.
Yeah,
For sure.
Pete
A
Rose,
pioneer. If finesse.
He got it cracking.
Pete Rose was on bullshit.
Shout out Jonte Porter, bro.
He going to
He
jail
will not
too.
be stopped.
Yeah.
He's been stopped.
He play one-on-one. He do whatever he got to do, bro. He's going
He in a one-on-one league.
I respect it, bro.
Oh,
Get your chicken, bro.
Yeah, get paid.
Get your chicken,
He will
bro.
not be stopped.
He going to jail though, ain't he?
I hope not. I hope not, man.
I hope all these dudes don't have to spend no time in
One-on-one
prison.
should get you prepared for it.
But hold on, I'm just this not being funny though. But since like Big Baby and them went to jail for what they did, these dudes probably going to jail. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Big Baby just did 11 months. It's worth it.
Don't tell me just.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I do 11 minutes. I'm sick.
I think they gonna get hit harder. Pause. Than Big Baby, bro.
Oh, great.
Like, for sure. I know saying that in jail, respect.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the years is gonna be a little bit more steep for that, bro.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Okay, what Draymond do?
Freedom boys.
He's declining his.
Malik Beasley got hit with the RICO. That's what the feds do. They build the case. And you got to understand when you in this country, man, the judicial system, either you guilty until proven innocent, especially if you're a black man. You guilty until proven innocent. You know, so with him, yeah, I find it funny that he got hit with this RICO as soon as his girlfriend filed for divorce. But you know, it was some highlights of him out there looking like he point shaved some games. There were some highlights, and in that Piston series, he was atrocious. People forget. Oh, we had Malik Beasley. If we had Malik Beasley. I'm like, y'all remember how bad he was in that final game versus the Knicks when he was letting the ball go through his hands and through his legs? Y'all remember that? But former NBA players Malik Beasley and Ed Davis. Is that the Ed Davis that was a power forward? Yeah, Ed Davis, 37 years old. The fuck? I thought that was the Ed Davis. An NBA agent are among 6 defendants indicted Monday on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games. From 23 to 24 season, according to federal indictment. So they doing this over 4 games. Davis and co-defendant Rob Gordon-Teskey and Ernesto Placina and William Brown were arrested Monday, according to a spokesperson for the U.S. attorneys for the Eastern District, New York. Beasley and defendant Paulo Zamorano, who was Davis' agent, were not in custody of Monday morning. Oh, hit the race, brother. Steve Haney, Beasley attorney, said they have coordinated with the U.S. attorneys for the ex-violent player to voluntarily surrender this week. An indictment is not proof for guilt or evidence. I'll tell you this, when the indictment come down from the feds, man, they got like a 98, 97% conviction rate. Beasley lost millions of dollars gambling during his 9 year NBA career. He agreed to, hold on, my bad, I'm gonna jump. An indictment is not proof of guilt or evidence. It is merely a charge that's probable cause, Haney said in a statement. This Beasley's lawyer. That, quote, the investigation was 1.5 years long. We maintain Malik's innocent on all charges. According to the indictment, Beasley lost millions of dollars gambling during his 9-year NBA career. He agreed to manipulate his statistics ahead of at least 4 games from 23 to 24 season while he was with the Milwaukee Bucks, so the co-conspirator can wager on stats according to the indictment. The indictment includes examples of wagers totaling more than 750 with net winnings of at least 121,000. Beasley received bribes from co-conspirators, often used allegedly reduce or pay off debts he owed to Davis. So he owed Ed Davis some money. Prosecutors alleged in an indictment there were the two were teammates on the Minnesota Timberwolves from 2020 to 2021 season. Davis was known in the scheme as Beasley's gatekeeper, prosecutors allege. Quote, only way you can beat Vegas sports betting, Davis texts Beasley in 2023. Only way you can beat Vegas is sports betting, Davis texts Beasley in December 2023, according to indictment. We can make some good money. A month later, Beasley informed Davis that he intended to underperform on rebounds in January 26 of 2024 game between the Bucks and the Cleveland Cavaliers, according to the indictment. The defendant and their co-conspirators placed numerous fraudulent wagers totaling tens of thousands of dollars conditioned on the defendant Malik Beasley under rebound prop bet, and the indictment alleges Beasley finished with 3 rebounds under the betting line of 3.5 at some sports books. The federal prosecutor alleged that the scheme also targeted February 27, 2024 between the Bucks and the Charlotte Hornets as a March 10, 2024 game between the Bucks and Los Angeles Clippers in a March 21st game between the Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. As alleged, Malik Beasley allowed himself to be bought and altered his game time performance to line pockets of Ed Davis and his co-conspirators. FBI agent director in charge James C. Barnacle Jr. said in a release announcing the indictment. The FBI continues to dismantle fraudulent schemes that erode the integrity of any institution, including our nation's professional sports league. Ahead of the game against the Clippers, Malik Beasley told Davis that he planned to grab more rebounds than the over-under around 3.5 of the sports books. According to the indictment, Beasley recorded his 4th rebound in the final seconds of the game. Defendants Brown text Palasiaka, after the game, commenting on Beasley's last rebound. According to the indictment, he got 1 rebound with 1 seconds to go. He pushed Bucks teammate Pat McConnell out the way. After Beasley did not perform as agreed in the March 21st game against the Nets, Palasiana, demanded, I think that's the agent, Davis either compensate the conspirators or for their losses or get Beasley to manipulate his performance in the future games, according to the indictment. Davis initially agreed to continue the scheme but backed away after news broke 4 days later after the Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter was under investigation for similar activity. We are aware of the indictment. We're working to ensure the appropriate due process rights are protected and the integrity of the game is upheld. The National Basketball Players Association, a union, ESPN statement. Those are other shit in there. So, I mean, you got to understand, man. I know y'all be like, man, they make $20 million, $30 million. They make all this money, bro. You got to understand, most of these guys ain't never budget a checkbook. Most of these guys ain't never budget a checkbook. So they always thinking, I can get this money back. I can get this money back. I'm going to get this money. And they spend. Their wives got 8 black cars. Their wives are spending. They got 2 or 3 side bitches. And even if they ain't got, they just spending on the road. They in a different city spending, buying shit they don't need, spending. And before you know it, they broke. And then a lot of these dudes got gambling habits. You heard about Michael Jordan blowing money. They gambling one-on-one. They gambling poker on the plane. They gambling on the sports books. They tricking off on pussy. That money be gone, bro. They ain't budgeting that shit. Oh, I got $10 million in the bank. That shit be gone, bro. They probably spend that money on the road alone. Ain't none of these dudes learn money management. Hey, man, only live off this, that, and the third. They go get these big-ass houses. You on the road 40 for half the year. They get these houses that take a long time to maintain and all this, like, you know, and then if you got a gambling problem, then if you chasing pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dangerous game, bro. That money be gone. That money be gone. Just like you get your check on Friday, that shit be gone. And then on top of that, a lot of these dudes ride around with no driver's license, no life insurance. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we seen so many, you know, guys throughout history go broke and people still living that life. And then you betting, you owing niggas money, you betting and shit. I mean, it don't surprise me none, bro. You got all these clothes, all this shit that don't amount to shit, you know. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when the feds come get you, it's a wrap. And even if he do come out of this, you know, with a, you know, a plea agreement. If he beat it, he beat it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he gonna beat it, bro. But they did 4 games. I got this nigga for 4 games, bro. 4 games. 4 games. And they texting back and forth like some dumbass niggas, man. Like, 4 games. We talking about 4 games. You know, I just like to say to our American, justice system, dog, we got teachers out here doing the unthinkable for kids. We got people coming up missing. Is this where we putting our resources at, bro? Because we talking about the fixes in, man. Y'all need to investigate the NBA as an organization, bro. The referees, Adam Silver, all this shit is fixed. College basketball is fixed. If we really gonna clean up the sport, let's not get the small players in the game. Let's get the major players in the game. But if you ain't willing to get the major players in the game, let's get back to getting real criminals. But hey, hit the link in the description and say find me everywhere. X, Facebook, Kick, Instagram, the whole 9. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Peace.
Why hasn't anybody re-signed him? Why haven't the Pistons re-signed him? One thing that we assume is that the NBA teams have more information than the general public does. A player that could help him is available. A player that was here is available. Why haven't the Pistons re-signed him? And I'm going to guess that the Pistons had some idea that the investigation into what was going on with Malik Beasley was rather serious. And serious enough that it led to this. Now he's due his day in court. But now you start thinking back, point shaving and prop bets while he was with the Pistons.
Well, this isn't good news for anybody. Not for Malik Beasley, obviously, not for sports fans, not for Pistons fans. And this is not like how I want it to be right about him not playing for the Pistons ever again. Not. But I just, for, some of the things you just stated, Doug, the Pistons didn't sign him, but also the entire league didn't go after him. And people kept texting and calling, why not the Pistons? Well, everyone had a shot at him. And then Langdon even came out and said he's still under investigation. We haven't spoken to his camp. His camp hasn't spoken to us. All the signs were there that this was not going to happen anytime soon.